Hopefully you guys can see that there. Hey, good afternoon. This is Dr. Darwin Hayes, the new dentist coach here. Just wanted to give you an update, something that happened to me today regarding, I guess it was like an impromptu coaching call, or actually an impromptu situation I had with one of the residents that I thought that I would share with you because it was very, very key and very, very interesting because it's something that I talk about a lot to new dentists and also residents as it pertains to residency training and the importance of certain aspects of residency training. So today I had a resident come in who's actually considering going into endo to become an endodontist. And he had a question as it pertained to his application and what he should be doing in preparation for coming up for the application cycle. And one of the first things I asked him was, number one, are you considering doing a second year GPR residency? And unfortunately he had said no, he wasn't able to. But the reason why I asked him that question was because as new dentists and residents, as you all prepare for specialty programs, it's a whole totally different type of application process. Currently, what's happening in dental education, one of the challenges is the fact that dental schools have changed their grading criteria. Some of the actual tests that normally have been in existence have gone from a graded test to now a pass-fail. So a lot of the specialty programs traditionally have used test scores, have used GPAs and other things that are now pass-fail to use as a measuring tool to kind of weed out a whole stack of applicants. So typically what happens is, a program may have all these applications, and in the past with GPA, they've gone from a pile like this, and then with the GPA and board scores, they've gone from a pile like this to maybe a pile like that. So that's a big difference. That it's a good screening tool that they were able to use. Now with the advent of just pass-fail for national boards, and then some schools only having pass-fail and no GPAs, most program directors like myself are stuck with this big pile of applicants. And I don't mean stuck, but I'm just saying there's just so much to sift through. So one of the things that strategies that I teach the residents is, how are you different? What are the ways that make you different in comparison to everybody that's in this stack? How do you pop out from in between so that a program director can see you and look at your application and invite you for an interview? So one of the strategies that I always share with new dentists and residents is the fact that if you're doing, especially for specialty program, oral surgery, ortho, and then also endo, if you do a second year, one of the things that's unique about some of the programs, depending on what they have to offer within the program, you can carve out some specialty time as part of your second year of your residency training. And you may be able to do it also during your first year, just depending on which program that you are. But at least at our program at Bronx Lebanon, we have all the specialties: ortho, pedo. We have oral surgery, not a program, but we have some residents from another institution that rotate through here. And we also have specialists that are here with perio and also in endo. So one of the things that we do for the second years is we actually create like a mini residency where they have 20% of their clinic time that can be devoted to that specialty area. And for this one resident, what we typically do for residents that come on and do a second year GPR is that they'll have 20% of their time they can go into endo. And why that's important is because this is where you can start to develop and put together a portfolio of why you are different from maybe some of the other applicants. We encourage the residents, and I encourage the residents to create a portfolio of all the cases that you're working on, but more specifically for those cases as it pertains to endo. If you know you want to be an endodontist, or if you know you want to be an oral surgeon, you need to have tons and tons of cases that you're documenting, and that you can use to boost and supplement your application, so that your application goes from the bottom of the list to the top, just like that. And that's one strategy that I often tell people. That's a good reason why you want to do a second year, or even do an initial year of GPR, of a residency. If you know you want to become a specialist, you know what that specialty is, you want to maximize that training time that you have for 365 days or for 730 days, to really develop your portfolio, network with the attendings who are going to be writing recommendations for you. I mentioned that to him. And also developing that portfolio. Part of that strategy is, for endo cases, take a before and an after picture with your cell phone. If you don't have a digital camera, just with your cell phone, and actually capture the cases that you're doing. Write a little narrative underneath it, and then you can get one of these free websites where you can post your portfolio, or create a portfolio that can be posted online, that you can show, and that you can put a tag or a link in your application process, so that program directors and people making those decisions can have the time to click in to your portfolio and see a little bit more about you, see the things, and see how you are different from everybody else that's in this pile. So it was an interesting conversation that we had with him. I think his takeaway was, dag, I wish I was going to be doing a second year, but I'm sure he'll make the best of it. But for those of you that are considering doing a residency, or how to boost your chances in your application of being reviewed and getting called in for an interview, that's one thing you definitely do not want to leave on the table, which is an opportunity to do a residency where you can specialize or be in the area and be in the same environment with specialists, and then develop a portfolio that you can put together and earmark as part of your application for a residency program. So hopefully that's been it was something I wanted to share with you today. It was definitely something that I thought was important. A conversation that was a great conversation for me, and also I think it really helped the resident doctor today to kind of reframe his mind as to how he's going to make himself stand out. If you'd like to get some more information, some more tips, some more strategies and things like that, feel free to contact me. Here's my contact information. On Twitter, I'm Smile Dr. Darwin. Also on Twitter, Also on Twitter is the new dentist coach on Twitter. All right, and then also you can check out my YouTube page, Dr. Darwin Speaks. All right, just put in my name, Dr. Darwin Hayes, under Google, and those things will pop up, and you'll be able to see some videos that we've created, some content we've created with some of the strategies that we teach both here in the school, at the residency, but also in some of the seminars and presentations that we do. Again, also, if you want to get in contact with me, you can contact me via email at newdentistcoach@gmail.com. newdentistcoach@gmail.com. Check those social media pages for us. We've got some new and exciting things that we're launching. There's a free report that you can sign up for, and we'll get you plugged into all the information and strategies that are out there. Again, I'm here to help you guys and help you through this transition into our beautiful profession of dentistry. Take care. Have a great day.